Mediterranean Sea. Now, what was found out, this is what Thor Heyerdahl found out. And so I know the expedition that Thor Heyerdahl was involved in didn't happen until the 1950s. So you can't go through any of the records from any of the Egyptologists and find this information. So that means no one really understood this until the Thor Heyerdahl expedition. It was actually sponsored by the United Nations. And so the record that came out of the United Nations. What they found out with that, see, you had Kon-Tiki 1 and Kon-Tiki 2. I don't know how many of you have bothered to research any of this, but what amazes me is how you say you have great school systems and your children are learning something in school. And the average young person graduates from high school, graduates from college, they've never heard of Thor Heyerdahl. They've never heard of Kon-Tiki. Did you pull it up on your little instrument? I expect you, when I say anything that you don't know about, I expect you to check, double check, recheck, and check again, because if you do what it is I've been trying to get you to do, when the time comes for you to test, you're going to score well, and your scores are going to get you in a school on full scholarship. And if you go to school on full scholarship, then you will not create a burden for your relatives. Your relatives, in this case, I'm talking about your mother and I hope your father. And then past your mother and father, you. You know, I'm so sick. I've been trying for 30 years right here in Memphis. I've been trying to get people to realize your children can go to school on full scholarship. If we just do some basics, they can go to school on full scholarship. So that means you get involved and try to push them toward this so they don't wind up. I remember when I went to college, you know, you had to work in the kitchen or something, you know, and so now you had to give everybody, you had to pick up everybody's plates and clean everybody's dishes. You know, you had to wash the stairs and the hallways, and you had to work. You understand? Now, all I've been suggesting is why don't we pay attention so people can stop trying to have their kids to get what they call them, Pell Grants, school loans, all. And then see, people think, well, my child's going to college, and they just signed up for a loan. And it's not like when I was going to school. I think the whole year might have cost you $2,500, if that. Now the average college tuition for a year is $40,000. Understand? Now, and people are having their children because they don't really know what's going on. They just go into college. And they go in there and they start signing papers.